Hello!
Welcome to Bad at Board Games.
Well, he's bad at board games.
And an idiot.
No comment.
Welcome to Bad at Board Games. I'm Brad Blake.
I'm Toph Ferguson.
And we're bad at board games, so you don't have to be. Today we are going over
October
in review.
Yes.
Hence the happy hats. This is the hat of happiness.
I don't want to know why you call that the hat of happiness.
I don't know. It's just what came to my mind.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Child in a large man's body.
In an old man's body.
Old man.
Very old.
Anyway, hey, guess what? It's our birthday, or it was our birthday a few days ago. We are 1 year old. We made it all the way through. We have 1,536 subscribers in a year. I think that's pretty cool. I know we're not like, 5 or 10,000 like some people have like shot to the moon, but I'm pretty happy with that. So thank you all for enjoying our content. Hopefully you've seen us improve, you've enjoyed it, and you've laughed along with us at all the silly garbage we do.
Just a little bit. Now that's exciting. Happy birthday, Bad at Board Games.
Woohoo!
Yes.
So hopefully you celebrate with us and get other people to subscribe.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
All right. So stats for the month. Like I said, we're at 1,536 subscribers, which is pretty awesome. We got 7,500 views for the month, and we're over 80,000. Once it gets to a certain point, now I'm just kind of waiting for us to hit the 85,000 mark total views overall for the year. As I look over here to the stat page, so I don't have to look down at my phone, we got out 11 videos this month, and our top videos this month, Toph did a great top 10 Halloween games for Halloween. So go check that out. Links up here. Pretty cool, pretty fun little video. Some games I didn't even know that I'm like, I want to play that. So we're going to play one of those next Wednesday, I think, with the group. And then we had, Oathsworn. I've started doing some Kickstarter videos because I like Kickstarters and I like talking to you guys, and it gives me an extra chance to talk to you guys. So Oathsworn was our second highest video of the month. That campaign's over $2 million. I don't know if it's up to $3 million or not, but that one's really blown up. It's, it's Gloomhaven Killer. It's best game of all time. We're going to see more and more of that coming out, see what happens. And then we had Marvel Zombies, our playthrough, and that's actually pretty good because playthroughs don't usually get a lot of clicks for us, but the new Marvel Zombies. And so, I'll try to put links down below for all these if you haven't had a chance to see them. And then Toph had another one by himself, which was this painted scythe, and that one's awesome. You should definitely check out all those minis that he painted, and all in with scythe and extra bling as well. And then Age of Comics, we got to do one of our first, I think it was our first Kickstarter review. So we had the company, I reached out to them from Italy and asked, hey, can I review your game? Because I think it's really cool. I love the concept. I love comics and thought it would be a great combination. So we got a couple games of that in, and we were able to do a review of that. And I'm pretty happy with the intro on that. So those are our top 5 games. So been pretty happy with this month. I feel like we've been doing pretty well. So hopefully you've enjoyed this month as well.
Especially for a crazy month.
I know.
I mean, you were out of the country.
I got married.
You got married.
I got married.
Yes.
And it was our birthday.
Not only is it our birthday, Brett got married. That's pretty awesome. And I can't believe your wife decided to marry you.
Yeah, there's all that. So
we'll tell our stories later. So that was big. I was out for a good bit of the month as well. And so that kind of killed at least my involvement in the board game world for about a week and a half. So yeah, it was a wild month, and it's obviously my favorite time of year, Halloween. Yeah. So
this is your time. Toph also does haunt tours.
Yeah, ghost tours
in Winston-Salem. So that's, if you ever want to meet Toph and want to do a ghost tour, come to Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Yeah.
You'll get him.
Yeah, you might actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, you might actually see me on ESPN as well. ESPN actually is doing a series, and they came out and they filmed us. Couldn't really talk about it before the event, but if you're checking out something to do in Winston-Salem, come walk around with me and listen to me babble about history and ghost stories.
There you go. So now we get to what you guys probably like the most, our top 5 games of the month. So Toph, lead us off. What is your 5 through 1?
Yes. So I played a lot less games this month than I normally do.
Well, you're working a lot.
Working a lot and stuff. So so that kind of killed it. I played 20 games this month. So, I mean, that's not bad at all for being out so much. Most of that was solo. Almost all of that was solo. This is not gameplay, but I did get some work done on making some more box inserts and box organization, especially for Arkham Horror and Elder Sign. Working on a box insert for Lords of Waterdeep. So some of it I wasn't playing, some of it I was.
And one of you're like Toph's long lost brother.
Yeah.
Cthulhu and box inserts.
I love it.
You're the real hero.
Right? We will meet at some point and share in our geekiness of box organization. So, and all things Arkham. So my top 5 games of the month, Age of Comics is on that. Great game. If you haven't watched the review, go watch the review of kind of our first impressions. We only really got one gameplay in before we were able to do that review because we wanted to catch it during the end of that Kickstarter.
Just didn't have a lot of time before we needed to get it out.
Yeah, but good game. Not exactly what I was expecting. So for me, I was pleasantly surprised because I'm not big into comic books, but I am big in worker placement and some of the other mechanics. So so that was good. So that was a fun game, and it was so awesome to be able to do a Kickstarter game. That was a lot of fun.
And they got their funding, so you will potentially see that on shelves at some point in the future.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Check out a review, but definitely check out the game as well. Great. You made me go first so I can pronounce this game. T Games, y'all. T Games.
From Board and Dice.
You got to play this. No, you only got to play it.
I played it once.
Yeah. So one of the other members of our gaming group brought this game to the gaming group, and they played it a couple weeks ago. We didn't get to play it. We were playing a different game. And then we got to play it this last week, Tekenu Obelisk of the Sun. And I butchered that name. But if you guys have played it, you know why it's such a great game. I immediately fell in love with it. Like instantly, I knew this was going to be on the top of some of my game lists. So that was excellent. Marvel Zombies Heroes Resistance. We've played that several times this month. That is fantastic. Again, watch our review of that. Watch our playthrough. In true Bad Board Games fashion, we epically won. And by won, I mean, we won before we filmed it, and then we lost.
Maybe that's why a lot of people watched it, because somebody went out into the middle of the street
and got obliterated by zombies. I don't know who that would be, but maybe that's why I'm dressed like this. I am already a ghost. So that was my number 3. And then we get into my solo plays. Elder Sign, brought that back out, picked up another expansion for Elder Sign, so it kind of rejuvenated some of my interest in that game.
I didn't know you bought a new one.
I did.
Oh, cool.
Yes. I love that game. There's a lot of luck in it, but at the same time, it's just a fun game to go insane and just die. Actually, I won though. I've played it several times this month. I've played it 4 times this month, and actually have lost 1 and won the other 3. So that's actually very good odds for somebody that loses a lot. And then my number 1 game this month was Arkham Horror, the card game. I got 8 plays in of that. Won actually quite a number of them. And so that was good. I did lose some as well, but also picked up some expansions for that. So I got to play into some of Dunwich, and then I also went back and continued playing some of the initial scenarios, just kind of one-off, having fun with it. So definitely enjoying that, and definitely blinging that game out. So box insert, upgraded resources, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the living card games, they start sucking you in once they get their claws into you.
Yeah, and I knew that was going to happen. You know, I waited so long to play it, because I knew I was I love everything Arkham. Like, I knew I was going to enjoy it, but it's a living card game. There's a lot of expense. There's a lot of things to get for it. And didn't think it would happen. And then all of a sudden, well, look at that. Here we are. So that was my top 5 games.
Those are your top 5 in the month. Okay, my 5th game, I guess. And you weren't there because we played it while you were working, doing the chefing thing. Kanban EV, got that back to the table. So it's been interesting since we did our games we wish we could play more, bringing them to the table. I actually highly recommend you making a list like that, because since that's happened, I've gotten probably 7 out of those 10 games to the table. Like, just writing it down, saying like, I wish I'd play these more. And we've been playing some of them that were on your list too. We've literally been able to just, I don't know, organically bring them to the table, which has been pretty cool. But Combine EV was on that list, and I got to play it again. The 3-player game, really enjoyed it. The next game was the one that I was the liar. If you want to go check out that video, like I said, I'd never buy Oath. You know, it's going to be this big thing. And then for my son's 18th birthday, I was telling him about it. He's like, "Oh, I want that." So then I ended up like a week later, after telling you guys I wasn't going to buy Oath, ended up buying Oath, got it played. Unlike anything I've ever played. It's really interesting. It did take me the whole time to kind of get the cadence of it. My son picked it up really fast, being the chancellor, and we're going to play it. Me and my other 2 sons are going to play it on Sunday. So looking forward to that. It's definitely going to be one of these games that grows on me. I don't think it's better than Root, but it's such a unique game. It is really, really unique. So that's my number 4. We'll get you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing
you playing that for one as well, and just see what happens when we get like 4 or 5 people playing this game. So that's my number 4. My number 3 is the T game that I'm not going to try to pronounce, Obelisk of the Sun, and that was a fun game. That was a fun game. I still think I like Terracotta Army more than that. I know you were kind of on the opposite side of that, but it's a cool game. I for the first time playing it, I liked it, and it's kind of like you. I knew I was going to like it.
Yeah. Within
the first 5 minutes playing the game.
Yeah. I was thinking while we were playing it, I might like it more than Terracotta Army. It's just different. I liked the chaos of all of the dice shifting around as the obelisk turned.
Right.
And I think I like that mechanic better than the action selection of the dial in Terracotta Army, because there's more chaos than there is. I mean, you can mitigate a little bit with the wheel, but the wheel changes all the time, so that's great in Terracotta Army. But I like how the dice and everything is changing so frequently in the obelisk.
And I like the player secondary actions and everything when you play the Terracotta Army statues. Like
I do like
there's all that I like
yes,
better.
I like that better.
That's more of what I have in it. And then if October had a nickname for me, it would be Marvel. And so there's things about this that surprised me. Like I loved comic books. I loved Marvel. But I think Marvel's been played out. All the new movies, I think, mostly are garbage. And a lot of the TV series things on Disney, I think, have just, in my opinion, have just gone by the wayside. Not good writing, not good, a lot of stuff. And so for me to say that October was Marvel-tober is surprising to me. The next game I played was Marvel Champions. I'm almost to 50 games of Marvel Champions. I'm playing that every day at lunch. Nice. I like playing that game solo. I've got, and out of those almost 50 games, I've probably played it twice with other people. So I am deep into that. I am hating Miniature Market for not sending my X-Men box, and Miniature Market's a love-hate kind of thing with them. It's like takes forever to get things from them. But so that's my number 2 is Marvel Champions, and my number 1 has been Marvel Zombies. So, as soon as I found out that the $35 version, it was supposed to be $50 and it ends up being $35, I wanted to play it. I wanted to tell you it was garbage. And it's not garbage.
It's not garbage.
And in the 2 weeks time I've had it, I've played it over, I'm like thinking about 12 times I've played it already. And it's just easy to pull out and easy to go. And it's like, so between those 2 games, I just keep scrolling. I hit my 1 game a month mainly because of those 2 games. So I got some really heavy 3.5, almost 4 games in. And then everything else is like, Marvel Zombies and Marvel Champions. It's like unlike any month I've ever played.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, it's been a fun month though.
I like how my month was primarily Arkham and your month was primarily Marvel.
Yeah, so odd, but I do like the games. I really do, and I'm jealous of him for getting to play the Arkham games because I'm like, I wish I had. It takes longer. I don't think you can work that in at lunch. And I think the one reason Marvel Champions works for me is that I can play it. I might lose in 20 minutes, which is fine. Or I might win in 30 or 40. You know, a long game for me is spending my whole lunch hour playing that game. So like, I haven't had anything close to being able to play Arkham in an hour.
Yeah, the thing with Arkham is organizing your box so that when it comes time to set up your encounter deck, you can do it quickly.
Right.
Once it's set up, it's simple because you know you don't have to search through the deck for numbered cards. Yeah, you pick all your rats, you pick all your whatever it might be. So
So there you have it. We really appreciate you guys watching, and for those of you who are here, like between 1 and 100 or 100 and 500, thank you very much for seeing something in us. For those of you who are 1,500, you're awesome as well. We just keep trying to do something we enjoy. Hopefully you enjoy it as well.
Yeah. And thanks for commenting. Thanks for joining us at the table and watching our videos, liking the videos, telling us what we could do better at. We're fine with that. So definitely continue to engage with us, because that's a big fun part, at least I think, for me to be able to sit down after the videos and hear your thoughts, hear what you guys are playing, because we obviously have games that we enjoy, but I've learned so much from you guys in the conversations we've had online. So thanks for that. Thanks for making it a good birthday this year.
Yeah, exactly. What were your top 5 games of the month? Comment down below. Hit the subscribe if you haven't. And no matter what you're bringing to the table, whether you're doing it solo, with family, or friends,
enjoy whatever games it may be.
Have a great night.